Brick love, one love to you and yours. Welcome. Welcome. It's time again. Yes, it is. It is I, Fervent Heat, up here in the nest today with you, fam. Melted Red Brick University. Like, share, and subscribe. And oh, how we're growing. And just that much more outstanding evidence coming in. And it's just incredible the way that it's taken off, and this evidence, the way it's grabbed a lot of people, and it is waking them up slowly but surely. And it's because of you, fam. Thank you, Eagle Eye crew out there. Curtis 47, Ballots Kiss. Brothers, there you are. Brilliant evidence, the both of you, and the rest of you out there. Eagle Eye crew. Just brilliant evidence, so much more coming in. So many more chans opening up with this same forum, if you will. Hey, Curtis, how you doing, brother? Brick love, man. Good to see you here, man. Back at you, Ballots Kiss. Good to see you too, brothers. Love you both, man. But yeah, it's I up here today, and the evidence is just going. It's always everywhere, people just putting up chan after chan on this melted realm, and recognizing it and breaking it down in their way, and that's a good thing. We know that, it's not the narrative's way. It's your own cognitive way, and passing it on. And that's what I love to do. Spartan's not going to be in today. He's feeling a bit ill and tired, so he's resting today. And I'm coming off of I'm in the middle of a 4 days off. I finally got 4 days off this week, but I'll tell you the truth, I've been sleeping most of it. I've just been that tired. But look forward to being up in here today to do this again with you, fam. Brilliant evidence. And I'm going to get into the page here real quick and just start getting into the evidence. And I don't know how long of a stream it's going to be today. Like I said, I'm kind of kicking back, taking a little bit of time to recoup. I got to hit it hard again on Monday, so I have to allow myself time to rest. But I'm going to get into the page a little bit. I might throw out the link for anybody that wants to fly in, land for a little bit. So I might do that. But brick love to everybody out there. Big shout out to you all. And the mods, big shout out to you as well. And the work that you've been doing. I've been recognizing, helping me with the page, and keeping it melty. And Curtis Spartan ain't going to be in today, but yeah, he's probably watching or will rewatch. So hopefully I'll talk to him soon. He might fly in. Who knows? He might start feeling better. We'll see what's up with that. But until then, we're going to get into it. Just checking out the chat. Really, Ballots Kiss. Brilliant, man. Bootsing on the ground. Oh, man, I'd love to see that. Sure would, man. And I hope your trip to I hope I get to see that, Ballots. Post it up, man. Curtis, I hope your trip to Florida was good. I hope you returned safely, or you're still having fun down there in Florida. But I hope you're safe and well, brother. Good to see you up here. There's a lot of evidence around here too. We know this, man. Anywhere we go, there's evidence, and that's what we do. We collect it and we break it down. Oh, you're home. Good, Curtis. Good, brother. Can't wait, Ballots Kiss. Can't wait for that, man. Yep. And a lot of more evidence coming in from all over. Tartaria, Japan's posting up a lot, and just new people posting up evidence on the page. It's just great, man. People are finally seeing it, and I'm glad for that. It's been a lot of hard work for all of us. But, I'm going to keep my phone on here so I can keep the chat going on, see what you're all doing. And then I'm just going to go ahead and fly on in and start breaking some stuff down. I'll tell you what, we'll just see what happens here. I'm going to see who else comes in. I might throw the link out in a little bit. It is the foundation for truth, Curtis. Absolutely, man. You got a Nokia Balakis? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Right on, man. Yeah, here we go, fam. I'm just going to get into the page a little bit here, and we'll see where this flight takes us, man. See where this takes us today. And here we are. Get back up here. I was in a little bit earlier. Melted Red Brick University. Like, share, and subscribe. We're growing, and we've been around for a little bit doing this. One of the first to do this forum on this topic, subject matter. And it's been a journey from the start. And this is why this page, this forum right here, this is why. This gives us all a chance to post up our evidence and break it down with each other. We know that. And if you're new up in here, now you know that. That's why we got this platform. We got Melted Red Brick University, and we got Spartan Red Channel, Chill Out Zone, and Sunday Easy as well, putting both together. And that's what I love to do. And here we go, fam. We're just going to dive into it. Let me get my glasses on so I can read your chat. See who's here. Right on, Ballast Kiss, Curtis 47. Excellent. Nice. All right, here we go, fam. I'm just going to get into the evidence and see who's in the page here in a little bit, or in the chat here in a little bit. Bally Kiss, there you are, brother, posting up this great stuff right here. I know these ads just away from them. But this evidence here, man. Not this. This is another ad. We're going to check out your evidence of the City Fortress, Ballykiss. Skip that real quick. We're going to go full screen here real fast. And just absolutely stunning. Again, this is China. I see you scrolling down this, man. And the evidence is clear. I mean, as this goes through here, you can see the walls coming off, the big one in the front, the structure in the front, just the collapsing of everything around it. It's just absolutely stunning. Again, that's a building. That is a building. I'm going to do this because I like to do this. We're going to get into the evidence and just focus in on it a little bit better. I'm going to be jumping back and forth a little bit, Bally's Kiss. I hope you don't mind getting into it like this a bit and coming in a little bit tighter and closer, adding a little bit of contrast, a little saturation, a little exposure, and popping some details in it. That's a building, just in case you didn't see the arch. The whole thing is a structure. We know this. We're just going to skip through a little bit here. Here we go, Ballast Kiss. You're bringing it up. Bam, look at this evidence. You know, they got their little cartoons through this little thing here, but it's about the evidence once again. You know, just breaking that down, just observing that. You know, if you're into melted brick structures, you're in the right spot. And we know you see what you see because you're here. And this evidence is just stunning. Once again, China. And here we sat in front of this thing once again. It's undeniable. It is what it is. We see the structure in the front, and we see all the melt going on around it, everything, and it's building. You know, and this is the kind of evidence that's interesting, Valley Kiss. I'm glad you post this kind of stuff up. It's coming out slowly. They're putting it amongst stuff like this, where you got this kind of stuff, this editing stuff. Then they break into, to here, and they start telling you about the mysteries of it all and all of this. And they're not breaking down the meltology in it, the brickology in it, the state of matter changing in this. And, they show people like this, they're looking on their computers and they look very intrigued. Again, this is scripted for our consumption here. All right. And they always put people up that like, oh yeah, big mystery, all of this stuff, man. It's just incredible. All the stuff they put in front of us to block this kind of stuff. See, everywhere you go is advertisements, man. And it's aggravating, but the evidence is intriguing. I'm just jumping around here, Belly Kiss. Want to look at this a little bit better here. We've shown this before in China, many of these areas, and here we are again. And what's different now is we're seeing it now. A few years ago, when we first started out in all of this, y'all remember this shit wasn't up here, man. You wasn't seeing this kind of stuff in YouTube. It's very interesting how people slowly come onto this. And, they're calling it a city fortress. The whole damn thing is a city. The whole damn thing is the structure, the whole terrain. And it's just fascinating. Look at that. You can see the transitioning. It's just, insane evidence, brother. Love it. Love it, man. Yeah, I bet he is asking help from us, huh? Well, I hope he's tuned in here because we're breaking it down today. And we got Desmond Anthony up here posting up Desmond's melt. Just fascinating work, Desmond. You help bring this along, man. The way you do this, the way Ballard Kiss does this, the way Curtis 47 does this, Deb, Mark Jameson, Crystal Frisbee, Mark Galot, Tobias Slack, Stefan Pepin, Leanne Carnegie, Elizabeth Sumner. I can go on and on and on off the top of my head, fam. It's you. This is your work. This is the impact that you've made, man. And because other people are looking at this and screenshotting your shit too. And that's a form of, imitation is, flattery, man. People see your work, great evidence, they're going to grab it and post it. And that's what it's about, really, getting it out there, waking people up. And Desmond does a fine job here with the evidence. Brick love, little brother. Love it. We got Steffi Davis. Steffi been in this for a while now, and her beautiful children, grandchildren, Grayson and Jagger, Mini Brick crew. We love you, and your evidence is just phenomenal, Steffi. Look at this stuff. It's not geology. We know this. Steffi's showing us right here, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. That's brick. That's structure. It's undeniable. Look at that. Wow, very cool. Take a better look at her here. Going to get into it a bit. Come in a little bit closer. I'm seeing a lot of patterns here. A lot of structure up in here. Looks a little bit different now, doesn't it? Apertures, arches, shell of the structure, arch half buried. Everything's sinking in and down, man. Everything is expanding, dropping, just level after level. Just level after level. Look at all the apertures up in here. Look at all the arch. Look at all the openings, man. Look at the shell of the structure right here. Right here. Expanding out. Everything else is slipping down and getting exposed. All the internals. It's like it's a corrugated cardboard. You look at the piece of cardboard and you look at the center and it's all this, structural support in the cardboard to make it strong. But when you step on it, it crumbles inside and it kind of looks like that right there. Same kind of effect. It's just fascinating. Here's people down here right in front of it. And they know something doesn't look right, man. They know something just doesn't look right. But they just can't put their finger on it. Brilliant shot, man. Good stuff, Steffi. And she just keeps going here. Steffi Davis, beautiful. Beautiful evidence. And we're just getting down to the bare minimum of it all. We're just trying to get people to see the state of matter has been changed in these structures, man. That's just amazing in itself. The size and just the dimensions of these massive, massive grid structures is another part of it, man. You got the structures themselves, and then who built them, and then what happened to them. So we got three different enigmas right there, man. It's just incredible the amount of work that we've done. And Steffi bringing it again right here with some great evidence. This is the Amethyst Cave in Scotland. It's a structure. You're looking at the walls of an internals of a structure right here. The heat generated through here just crystallized this. See? It's not like people came in and built this fucker with amethyst. This was brick structure. See the sidewalls right here? Look, let me go back. Look at the sidewalls right here. Now, this could have been refurbished, put in. It looks, could have been, most likely made refurbished up a little bit to get inside of here. But it's structure, and you're going into structure, a wall. We can see the ballooning going on up here, and it's going crystal. It's going amethyst now. The heat signatures throughout this whole thing was along this temperature where it created this gemstone, this heat differential. And you can see different colors. You can see it going more white crystal in here, green crystal in here, purple crystal in here, brown crystal in here. Look, it's right there in front of us, man. Showing the state of matter changing in this building. It's just fucking incredible. You can still see the blocking going on. See the blocks, see the balloon rocks, see the bouldering, and they're getting crystallized, man. The more hot it get, the more they just went total fucked and went full-blown crystalled out. And you can see that pattern through here. It's fascinating. Steffi throwing up some more evidence. I like going into these kind of evidence. She's in Lovelock Cave, Nevada, breaking down Lovelock Cave. It's been out there forever. Many have got into this right here, myself included. Um, brilliant evidence. We'll back out of this one here. Just incredible. Deb, the red brick chick. Anonymous member, decompression melting. And this is what this forum's about too, you know. We each out there have our own talents as far as what we know, what we've studied, what we've got interest in. And there's a lot of people out there that got backgrounds that, you know, comprehend this a bit more. We get into decompression melting, and he's breaking it down right here. And I've always talked about implosion. You know, this wasn't an explosion. This was an implosion. This was an implosion on a magnitude too massive to comprehend. We can only pick over the evidence, the aftermath of it all. Very interesting. Intriguing. And this is the thought processes we're wanting up in here. In the nest, in Melted Red Brick University. You know, bouncing it around. Desmond commenting on this. John Braver commenting on this. You know, giving some brilliant analysis. Desmond talking about the path of least resistance. John Braver, place was all built up before, including dams. Exactly. You know, both sticking with the evidence right there. Both are right. All three are right. And this is what it's about. This is why we come together. And speaking of John Braver, John again, with some of his evidence. And this is a treat for us. John's showing us some Huberting here. John has his own channel, Pockets of Survival. He's been blessing us with his evidence for forever now, since we've been up in here. John, great work. And I love your evidence. Let's just check it out here a little bit. He's at the Garni George Symposium in Stones, Armenia. And John's got a little background music behind it, but I don't think you can hear it. Give me something in the chat if you can. Mr. Beast fan, Brick Love, brother. You know, it's just evidence. That's all it is. You know, massive structures, man. You can see the brick lines in them. You know, and we've covered this kind of evidence for so long. John's giving us a nice little view here. What a mess, man. What a fucking mess right there. It's fascinating. You can see a line coming from the left through the center up top here, all the way across, a level, if you will. State of matter changing, man. Goes vertical, cuberting. Then we get into a melt flow. You can see the pancaking going on. The internals, the levels sinking down. Close-ups, brilliant. And we can see the brick line still in it, man. And, you know, this is going cuberting, but this isn't a 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a hexagonal pattern here. This one's more rounded over here. Still cuberting up, though. You know, it's amazing. Very good. Right down there at the water's edge. Massive structure here. Water flowing over the structure down below. Incredible. Very interesting. me just a second, fam. Let me do something here real quick. Right on. Thanks, fam. Had talked to my roomie here real fast. I'm just checking out who's in the nest here. Mr. Beast fan up in here. Curtis 47. Valley Kiss. All right, fam. Here we go back. Getting into the evidence here. Just incredible. Absolutely stunning, John Braver. Brilliant. And then Spartan Red, you know, I mean, the evidence he's putting up once again, you know, a little reminder here for the chill out zone. We're here. But this evidence is amazing. Yeah, I mean, just look at that. And, you know, we can say somebody, you see the wall, and they're not going to see a wall. All they see is a road on a mountain, okay? But they're not seeing the wall. They're not seeing it. It's right underneath the bike. Look at the ballooning that did. Look at that. Now they kind of refurbished this shit on top for aesthetic purposes, I'm sure. But everything else out here in the foreground, man, I mean, look at that. It's structure, and it's sinking down in. I'm going on the lines right here. These lines, the way they're angling this way, this way, this way. This is kind of expanding, ballooning out towards us. We got a separation line up here. It breaks off from this right here. This kind of showing me that this centerpiece over here sinking down on top of this here. And they're both going down into the melt. Fascinating. Fascinating, fascinating. Brick Love, brother, great evidence, man. Patrick bringing up some melt. Again, Patrick out there doing what he does. Showing the evidence, man. Yeah, man. Bam, one after the other. Love this kind of evidence right here. Here you got modern day shit up top here, whatever, barn, house, whatever, fuck. Then you got this down below, man. And nobody wants to question it. Nobody wants to question it. Nobody cares to question it. Out there on the coastline, man. Structure, piece still coming up here. It's just amazing that nobody fucking sees it. I mean, this guy down here at the water and his wife or woman, they got their baby down here, got the water wings on, playing and having fun. This guy's looking like he wants to find a spot to sit down and crack a fucking beer. This guy over here is doing what the fuck ever, swimming, doing something. You got a kid coming down here and exploring a little bit, but nobody's looking across right there, man. You got these people looking down, but they're not seeing what they're standing on. They're not looking at all this in front of us right here. They're looking down here to see the water. They're not paying attention to this. And that in itself is amazing. I see melted buildings every fucking time. And I'm the crazy one. We see melted buildings in everything. And we're the crazy ones. You know? We're the crazy ones for thinking that these are buildings. You know, I mean, there's a fucking arch right there. There's brick lines all throughout this thing. Sure, it's massive, but it is what it is. It's not geology. It's not erosion. I'm seeing massive collapse right here. Structures being expanded out and gone for the most part. This one leaning back here. All these are leaning back. Cuberting again going on, but in more of a surface face representation here. Color differentials once again. Very big, very massive. It was very hot. Off the coast of the floodwaters here, man. Massive buildings. We see it. You know, we'll point out, oh, look, there's part of a wall structure here with an opening right there. You know. I mean, everything we see. Right there, structure right in front of us. Arch, aperture, lines, ghosting. Filled out aperture here, sinking down, buoyancy and density. Chunk of a structure that's left, just a fraction of the piece. Whatever part of the structure this is what's remaining on the end right here where the floodwaters came in. Because everything around here was this part of this structure. Again, how did they build that? How did they build that? The fuck? Just incredible. Fucking hell. See, and that's supposed to be natural. That's supposed to be natural. Fascinating. Incredible evidence, man. Good stuff, Patrick. Brilliant, man. Desmond again, bringing it his way. Click into the page. Check it out. Desmond's always got brilliant evidence coming up, showing the etheric energies the structures created that still have this kind of definition to them. India is full of old world architecture ruins below. This temple here is a pocket of survival in meltology, revealing the glory of what once was not long ago. Nice little breakdown, Desmond. Again, you may have heard of the underground city of Derinkuyu in Turkey and some others, but what many don't know is that this city existed in every mountain in the world before the X Factor cataclysm. Absolutely. Once again, Desmond, breaking it down in layman's terms, man. Simplicity. It's not complicated. It's very simple. And Bally Kiss bringing some excellent evidence here from Monte Vicenzio. And we got ads. Hold on, brother. We'll get rid of the ads here. Again, no sound here. Just taking a little walk. Looks like every other place out there in the realm, just like around where you're at, wherever you're at out there in the realm. Many places look just like this. And we've got this. Again, man, brilliant evidence. We've got the state of matter being changed in this structure right here. Out there in the forest, right underneath the canopy. And again, people are going to say, oh, this was carved. Somebody came in and carved this right here. That's what they did. Somebody came into this boulder and they carved this right here. Well, if that's the case, then what's this right here? Right outside. What's this? It's blocking. It's the bouldering that we see in everything. See it? It extends all the way out here. Right on top of the building that it's connected to down below. A little pocket of survival, what's left right here. You can see this is ballooning out over here, but it hasn't went full balloon rock yet. It's in the process. See? See? All this flora and fauna growing off of the C14, man. It's right there in front of us. Boom. Just stunning, man. I can't get enough. Again, this is just incredible. This is out in the fucking sticks somewhere, man. This is out in the forest somewhere. And it's structure, man. Look. Right angle bend right there. That's a fucking building. Chunk of a building. Why else is it going to be out there? What other reason would be for that to be there? Oh, it's an old mining operation. It's this or that. Well, really? Well, how did they build it looking like that? How did they get the state of matter melted enough to fuse together like that? See, it's about critical thinking, deductive reasoning, man. Deductive reasoning. People want to get too complicated with this, and you don't have to. You just take the evidence for what it is. See, this over here is part of this over here. You just got shrubs and moss and shit growing right here. Look, it's all a complex. Another piece over here. How people can't get it is just incredible. Again, man. Was that carved too? What are we looking at here? Look at that fucking shit. Look at that, man. Wow, man. Look at your differentials in this. I mean, right there. Holy crap. We've got 3 different patternings here. 4 if you want to count, 5 if you want to count the top and the bottom. Look at that. From this side to this side, totally different. From this right here in the middle, totally different than this and this. And then all 3 look nothing like the top. The fracture line coming through here. Why is some of these closed out? Why are they filled out? Incredible evidence, man. Get into the page, check it out. Bally Kiss, thank you for that, brother. Brilliant, man. New sub up in here, posting up some old world buildings, cathedrals, all of that. Amuhotep El Bey, Brick Love, thank you for this post. Again, the magnificence of this old world realm. Look. Now, most of all of this around this center is modern day. Okay. All this is constructed modern day in the last 100 years. Okay. But this in the middle has been there for a very long time. There's recorded history, if you will, of this place dating back whatever century that it was in, but the century that it's in, that given for the construction of this by whomever, doesn't fit, man. The size of this place compared to the technology they had back in the day, that day, doesn't match, man. The intricacies inside and out of these is very important, especially when we're looking at these so-called caves and all the stalagmites and stalactites, if you will. Compare those to this. You know, the insides of these structures were magnificent in this kind of way. Incredible. Thank you for that evidence, man. Brilliant. Again, Steffi Davis with a nice little post right here. This right here in the middle of the river looks like an amazing spot to erect a mini replica statue. Right here. Yeah, Steffi. Right out there in the middle of the river. The statue is one thing, okay? The bottom, the base of it is what is incredible. You got brick structure right there in the middle of the fucking water. And I'm sure it had something to do with this piece melted over back here too. Incredible. Thank you, Steffi. Love it, honey. Susan Cantwell with a nice post. I mean, look at this. Look at what Susan's showing us here. This repost by this cat right here. But again, there's areas like this all over this realm, especially out here in the Appalachians and the Ozarks. out in the Rockies, um, in that area, all through the Rockies, all over Europe, um, all over the realm. There's places like this right here. And it's incredible. You know, I know there's a spot down here in the Ozarks, man. Um, got 4-lane highways going through it with semi-traffic, semi-truck trailers going in and out of it. Um, you know, who knows what's down below us? You know, the powers that be in this day and time. You know, how set up are they down below? They've had a long time to do what they're doing, and you know, it makes it's not too far fetched to think about, man. It really not. Valley Kiss, brilliant post right here. People just sitting around, walking by, man, and they've been doing this for decades and decades and hundreds of years, man. Not noticing this shit. You know, it's interesting to me. We got this technology right here. And, you know, it's not like this evidence is new. The technology is new, but this evidence isn't new. And, you know, before all this, again, we had books and libraries and National Geographics and all of this stuff that showed us these exact same places right here. And I'm thinking, man, if I knew then what I know now, I would probably be thinking to myself, if there was only some way we could show everybody, get the word out other than just having them look at books, if there was some kind of way that we could just have the technology to reach out to more people and show them this evidence, you know. But here we are in today, and we have the technology, and, you know, it's hard as fuck to get this across to people. You can walk them right through it. You can have them put their hand on it. You can break it down to them going through these places, and they still aren't going to fucking get it. And it's amazing. It's just incredible. Interesting. That kind of looks like plastic, but and you know, when I was over in Germany, I lived in Germany for a few years back in the mid to late 80s. And I was in and out of these old structures myself. I was in and out of the cathedrals in Bremen and Bremenhaven and many other parts of Germany, you know, riding the train, going by them, out on maneuvers, going, you know, seeing them in the distance. And, you know, I just never thought to me, man, how weird they looked and how big they were. It's just incredible now that I see this and I comprehend what's going on here. It's just, I would love to go back. I really would. I would love to go back. Deb, the red brick chick, breaking down an old pick here. The mine shaft. Interesting, Deb. Have to check that out. Oops, sorry, fam. Got the Dane finger going on. Let me go back. Just a second, fam. All right, just making sure I'm up in the same spot here. Yep, I'm still up and in. Steffi, there you are, baby. Good to see you, honey. Been going through some of your evidence. Deb breaking us down some evidence here, sitting on the ground with, I guess, somebody following him. See, there's many out there that are seeing it, picking it up, looking at it. Got the brick right there behind. Incredible evidence, Deb. Good stuff. Valley Kiss bringing this one to us. Massive ancient fortress in Hovenweep. Again, man, just out there in the middle, man, of nowhere, and you got building. Just chunks of structure left up top. Drake, good to see you. Johnny Cool, Steffi, Valley Kiss, Curtis 47. Mr. Beast fan, good to see you, fam. Yeah, Spartan's not going to be in today. He's feeling a bit ill. So we're just going to go through the page here a little bit, and we'll see what we get into. Guy stomping out in the shrub brush. Look at that. I mean, just look at that shit. Absolutely stunning. Everywhere in here is nothing but structure. The melt flow, we know what it is. It's right there, man. Right there, again. Brilliant stuff. Click into the page, check it out. More to come, Valley Kiss. Thank you, brother. Brilliant, man. Love it. Steffi again with some melt here. This guy's post. I'm showing some of these internals here. Very intriguing. Thanks, Steffi. Thank you, honey. Oh, and brick love, one love to Grayson and Jagger. Mini brick melt. Brick love to all of you. Steffi again with a brilliant post. Out there in the bush, man, check it out. Bam, there it is. Structure, building, arch. It's not hard, is it, Steffi? Found this randomly. Steffi found this randomly. Out for a ride. Look. Brilliant eyes, baby. That's what it's about. Just out there doing what she does, and there it is. Love it. Valley Kiss brought us this one. I think we checked that out already. Brick love, brother. Desmond, yeah. Steffi broke that down. We're going to skip through here, highlight some others here. Patrick with some outstanding evidence. Naomi Wellard, brilliant post here. Pockets of survival, man. Kareem bringing us this one as well. Again, man, how do you do that? Very interesting. This looks like corrugated metal right here, but I can see the transitioning of it here going into the melt right there. And how would they put this up there? It's a long drop. Fucking hell, man. We've seen this one before, but look at that evidence, man. Excellent, man. Just amazing. Tyler Meg, always bringing up some interesting evidence, different stuff, the etheric energies, many other things, the lies and the deception. It all follows under meltology. It all falls under brickology. It all falls under the state of matter changing of this massive realm. You can call it whatever you want. This whole realm got imploded upon itself, disintegrated. Very interesting, Tyler. Be checking that out soon, bro. Deb, the red brick chick, bringing us this brilliant evidence right here. Look, they're demolishing evidence. Look at this. Look how this whole thing is one piece all the way down to the bottom. One solid fucking fused piece right here getting pushed over by this end loader. Look at that. And that's exactly what it would have looked like in the X Factor event. Much hotter, much hotter. Well, excuse me, but I want you to pay attention to how this thing drops. See, it fractures right there. See it? See how this slipped down and then it's now coming down on top of all the rest, all this implosion going on. And then look how it just busts up as it falls down. Now, the difference is, I believe when the X Factor happened and these things came down, they were very hot and they were very viscous. And you had a lot that separated like this, but a lot of times we don't see the disintegration at the end. Again, this is all cooled off. This is all fused, been there for a very long time. It's brittle. It's going to come down. It's going to just explode. Okay. when the X Factor event happened, this shit was hot. Now it's just brick dust. Whole wall piece separating off right here. See it? Incredible, Deb. Good evidence, baby. Crystal Frisbee, crystal pyramids, man. Massive structures. Just brilliant, brilliant definition and detail. I want to show you something. And most won't see it. But with this pick right here by Crystal, look at what we got right here. Let me show you something. Let me clean it up a little bit for you first, okay? Get rid of some of this peripheral garbage, if you will. There we go. Now let's focus into this right here. See the expansion? See the aperture? See the lean on this piece right here? Look at that. This is the face of this arch area right here. You can still see the moldings going from here. Look, across the top here. See how they're different? See that? And then we come right below. And we got the face here, expansion, sinking down. Underneath, we got the supports. Look. See, these are bending. These are getting compressed out and over right here. Look, this is the top of this structure right here. And then we come over here and we see definition in the molding as well over here. Look. Ghosted out internals underneath. Scorching going on. And we got this same patterning right here. Shrubbery growing out the side, and that pattern continues. Back over to here. Incredible. Brilliant. Gio Villanueva giving us some evidence here, giving us a little bit of a schematic up top, and then the bottom evidence. Going down inside of it, man. Structure all the way through it. Thank you for that post, man. Gio, welcome, brother. Thank you. Crystal Frisbee, crystal pyramid again with a nice, look at that. And they're wanting us to believe in geology. Big old chunks of crystal. Look at that. To the micro. And you know what's interesting about this kind of evidence right here? We have this crystal right here, but if you look real close, you see these. See these needles coming off? This is all crystallized, man. This is all glass, if you will. It's crystal. See these shooting off right here? Kind of reminds me of a micro level of a macro melt when you get into those deep down spaces with the huge crystal shooting up and out of everywhere. That's what this reminds me of, it, but on a micro level. Just incredible. Every color spectrum is your heat differentials, man. See? See the scorching? See how it's going crystal? See how it really crystal right here? Again, the lighter the color, the more white, more cooked out, the more hot that it was, man. Look at that. And this almost looks like a micro cubert right here. State of matter changing internally from the inside out, man. I mean, look right here. You got brick line pattern. You got carbon 14. Just melted out from the inside out. See? Very hot in the middle, expanding out, expanding out. Color differentials changing as it's expanding out. See it? Again, on a micro level. If you go to those crystal caves, if you will, those massive crystals shooting out of nowhere, out of the bottom into the top, out of the top into the bottom, looks just like this. See how these crisscross crystals are going through here? Look at that. Doesn't that remind you of those massive crystal caves? Very cool. Very interesting. Harry Turk. Harry bringing us this one. I remember this one again. You guys are seeing it and posting it, and that's what's important, because what brilliant evidence it is. I know I've posted this one before. Spartan's posted this one before. So many, and now Harry's posted this one because it needs to be posted again. Look at this thing. And again, we're looking at a massive structure here. And most people want to call it a mountainside, you know. But again, this is a structure. I mean, look at something. Here's a person. That's a person standing there. And this is a massive building sinking down and folding over into itself. Level, all the way up. Structure, massive structure. Eli, zap, brother. Good to see you, man. Harry Turk, brilliant, brother. Susan Cantwell, same post right there. Because it's just an amazing evidence, just incredible evidence. Harry Turk again with a brilliant melt. And we've seen these so many times before, but so many haven't. And that's the important point. Bringing them up again, getting people to see, take a look. Crystal Frisbee, Crystal Pyramid. It's right there, fam. You see it. Thank you, Crystal. Ashley Austin here. Nice little popper. Melted bricks turn to stone everywhere you look. Again, man. How long has this been here? When was this built? Who put this here? And where's the rest of it? And how they do it. Because if you think logistically, okay, to build this, you'd have to dig this down, this whole area. Everything you see here in the pic would have had to have been dug down to a big pit, then all this built in the pit. That's not how it happened. This is building. What we've seen out here is the melted remains of it, the pocket of survival of it, of the top. And we can see it goes out further along the trees out here. Nice downward shot of it. There's a person for size right there. See the shadow? It went megalithic, man. This went megalithic. I wonder how. I wonder how that happened. See the ghosting going on? 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. Expanding out around this material, causing it to almost go flush out here. Look. Uh-oh. Hello. Interesting. Ashley. Brick Love, honey, thank you for that. Steffi, again, Steffi, out there doing what she does. Look at you, Steffi. I think people see it. I don't think they just comprehend it yet. You're always going to have this kind of graffiti all over shit. Great stuff, Steffi. Rick Love, honey. Desmond Anthony bringing us down to Antarctica again, man. Yeah, if you're new up in here, Antarctica, exactly. It's part of this melted realm. And there's more beyond Antarctica. There's so much more beyond Antarctica. There's so much more beyond the North Pole, the Arctic Circle, if you will. There's so much more. We know this. And we know its structure. Look at this. Again, we've covered this area so much before. A lot of the same evidence, but still so fascinating because this don't look like natural ice formations, man. Again, water and ice will stick to what it's on and take the form of what it's on. And that looks like a fucking building to me. That looks like a massive column coming up with an arch being lost right here. That's exactly what it looks like to me. Same with this. Stunning. Thank you, Desmond. Nice little graphic from Desmond. It is clear, Johnny Cool. It's very clear to us. Why it's not to others? Well, we've gone over that many a times before. I guess our stage right now is still just showing the evidence. Putting it together is what we do. This is evidence of a melted realm. There's evidence of other realms out there beyond ours, man. That fits in this as well. Melanie, good to see you, honey. Yeah, Mel and everybody else out there. Spartan's not feeling well tonight, so he's resting. Over and over and over again. The same kind of evidence, realm-wide. You know, it's funny. A lot of this stuff that's posted up, I share it. I do. I send it to people that I've known my whole life, and it's kind of funny. I've been sending this kind of evidence to one of my family members for a very long time now. Well, for over a year now. And I was just blocked. I was just blocked by somebody that I'm related to, grew up with, and I was just blocked because, you know, for whatever reason, apparently this is evil. Apparently this is just ridiculous and stupid and crazy. So they blocked me. Yeah, they blocked me. She blocked me. And all I do is send her their evidence just like this. You know, people don't want to confront the evidence. It's too hard for their thought processes, man. It really is. This is the work of the devil. In their mind, this is the devil's work. You know, this is the season of Satan or whatever you want to fucking call it. No, this is just a melted realm. This is just evidence of a fucking realm that used to be here that is now demolished and ended up looking like this. But, you know, people pick and choose what they want to believe, man. They won't believe their own eyes. Nope, they won't believe their own fucking eyes. And sometimes I can understand that. It's just too massive for them to comprehend. It really is. But the thing is this, man, the evidence is there. Whether they can comprehend the size of it or not is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. What is relevant is this. This is relevance. This is evidence. This is in your face right fucking there. And again, this is Cappadocia. And they can call it a church. They can call it a fucking anything they want, okay? It's melted building. It's the state of matter changed in these buildings right here. And you know, no matter what they want to try to put in their own little fucking brain, the evidence is the evidence and you can't change it. No matter how hard it is for some to look at, no matter how hard it is for them to wrap their fucking brain around, it's there. And this is real. And this is the truth of this realm. And it's just absolutely stunning. Gaz bringing this. Well, Mel, I don't know whether I'm doing anything right or not. I'm just doing what my I'm just doing what I have to do. I recognize this evidence. I recognize it for what it is. And I'm just explaining it the best way I know how with like-minded people. It just goes to show you, no matter how long you know somebody, no matter how much you love or respect them, they can't see what I'm seeing. They can't see what you're seeing. And they would just rather shut you out of their lives, block you, than to open their own fucking mind and use their own critical thinking abilities. That's too difficult. It's much easier to crack a fucking beer and spark a goddamn cigarette and talk about stupid bullshit that doesn't fucking pertain to anything. That's more important to most people. It is. And it's sad, but it's reality. Great stuff, Gaz. Crystal. Pyramid, Crystal Frisbee showing it right there. Pocket of survival right there. All this expanded structure all the way around it. Everything. Brilliant, Crystal. Thank you, baby. Each one teach one. Spartan Red. Deb bringing us some more melt here. I liked this one. This one was pretty interesting. Breaking it open, and there it is, man. Good stuff. Thank you, Deb. Patrick. Posted something that's not available right now. Wonder why. Desmond Anthony bringing some more melt. How was that built? How did they put that right there? You know, how'd they do it, man? We know they didn't. Massive, massive arch right there sinking down in the melt with the so-called river going through it. How long has this Buddha been here? Looks kind of weird to me. Looks like this thing suffered a little bit of damage. Look at the size of it. Look at the detail of it. We're right here where the buildings sink down into the self. Into the hottest part of the melt is where all these bushes are growing out of, right here. The buildings are sinking down right there into the melt. It's right in our face. Right there. Great stuff, little brother. Deb, Red Brick Chick, bringing up some information here on Crown and Arch. Interesting, very interesting. Click into the page, check it out. Brick Love, Deb. Harry Turk bringing us some more. Very cool. Rick Love, Harry. Great stuff, brother. Crystal Frisbee, Crystal Pyramid. Again, water flowing out of the side of a melted building. All the stuff underneath the water right here, C14 laden, just chunks of the structure. What's left down below? Mosses, trees, shrubs growing off the side. You can even see brick pattern in this piece that we just went through right here. That's some fresh water right there. See the brick lines in this? See the line pattern in that back there? Great stuff, Crystal. Steffi. Again, Steffi bringing us some more melt. Look at this. Again. Again, this is supposed to be erosion. This is supposed to be ancient. Erosion? No, obviously not. I mean, fuck, come on, man. Ancient, well, that's very broad. That doesn't describe what this thing looks like. It only tags it with a false narrative. This is a building. This is structure. It's fucking obvious. And it was done way before we conceive construction technology, hydraulics, that kind of stuff. You know, this realm is not what we think, man. Definitely not. Great stuff, Steffi. Susan Kentwell. I mean, look at that. There's a tree growing out of the top. This is a big arch, massive. What all this in the middle? Heat damaged. What was this? Was this part of a hydraulic system? What was this? Was this part of a massive piece of tech? What was this? Well, it definitely wasn't geology. You know, they want to go over all these megalithic sites, and they're amazing. Yes, they are. They're amazing in their own right. But this is just as amazing, man. Just as amazing. It's brick. It's obvious. It's massive. That's apparent. Very nice. Brilliant. Susan Cantwell. Rossi Coe. We showed this one a few streams ago. Brilliant work, Rossi. Brilliant stuff. Desmond, again. Click into the page. Show some brick love. We got David Parisi here bringing us this one. Thank you, David, for this post. And this is at the Red Sea. This guy's breaking down the biblical narrative of the great flood and the water separating and all of this stuff. And here's the chariot wheels down underneath the water. And there's footprints in the melt showing that, you know, this was definitely the spot where the biblical narrative of the Red Sea parting, and it's giving you their little animations there. Okay. But we're looking at the evidence. This is very heat damaged. Brick ashed. Something happened here. Then the floodwaters came in. The whole realm melted. Then the floodwaters came in. Not just in this one spot, not just in Sodom and Gomorrah, not just in this Red Sea area, not just Cappadocia, not just Egypt, not just Israel, fucking everywhere. From Norway to California, from California to Vietnam, from Vietnam to Cambodia, from Cambodia to the Sahara, from the Sahara to the Gobi, from the Gobi to the Mojave. Everywhere is the melt. Everywhere. Ashley bringing some more information here. And again, they like to say that the water caused the erosions. Water will erode material, most definitely. So will wind, so will rain. Okay? It does erode, but that doesn't give the explanation for it because it doesn't fit the evidence. The evidence shows us something totally different. And Susan Cantwell is showing this right here. Crystal again, bringing us this one. Again, logistics. Logistics. How long has this been here? Well, this has been here way back in the 1800s because there's pics of this from the 1800s. That's how long this has been there. So Who put this here? Why did they put this here? And we know from investigating and researching this is only a chunk of everything that's around it is melted structure. This is a pocket of survival. This is only a fraction of the building left. Brilliant, Crystal. Spartan, we did this one. I'm going to fly through here, see if we can get some that. Jordan Soto. Just look at that. Just incredible. Monica Alvarado Harrison bringing this one to us. Thank you, Monica. Julie Bartholomew bringing us this one, History's Mysteries. I find these History's Mysteries intriguing for the evidence and hilarious for the narratives. And again, all these mysteries now, well, they're still mysteries, but now we're a step in the right direction now with recognize them for what they are. Gaz A bringing us this one. Melted structure all the way down, even underneath the water. Brilliant find, Gaz. Another one from Gaz. Brilliant stuff. I'm going to come back center for just a second, just for a minute. Hang out with you, fam, see what's up. Wow, you guys have been on the chat, man. Holy shit. Who we got up in here? We got Melanie, Eli, Johnny Cool, Curtis 47, Gaz. The Drake, there you are, brother. Good to see you, man. It was all red brick. It melted. It flooded. The lies began. Breaking it down fast and raw. Curtis 47. Absolutely, man. There's a lot of lurkers out there, Eli. We've had lurkers from the get-go. We've had lurkers and motherfuckers. We've had trolls and shills. Most important thing is, can they see the melt? Can they see the melt? I hope you've all had a nice week. You know, we're heading into what is it now? I don't even keep track of the fucking months anymore. I really don't. I think it's May or May now, middle of May. June's coming up. You know, I hope all of you out there are having a great spring coming into summer. Hope you all out there are enjoying life and getting out in it. I know you got to get out there and do what you got to do to make a living and survive for you and yours. But I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying life. I hope you're getting out there and breathing the air, getting out of the city and getting out into the sticks, getting out into a fucking river somewhere and swimming, you know, laughing and having fun. I can't wait to do that again soon, sometime. It's heading winter where you're at, Eli. You're in New Zealand, right? New Zealand, Eli? What is the temperature dropping there where you're at? It should be. You're out in that other part of the realm. Yeah. Just reading through the chat here real fast, crew. I'm going to take a quick intermission. Got to go get rid of some coffee. It is beautiful weather, Eli. Good, man. What's the bottom temperature there when in your winter time? What does it get down to about? What? 40? 35? Does it freeze? Does it get below 32? Oh, you're similar to California, but reverse. Okay. Right on, brother. 3 degrees Celsius. Okay. All right, Mel, we'll see you in a little bit. Oh, you only get a bit of frost, Eli? Okay, I got you. I got you. All right, fam, I'm going to take a quick intermission. We'll be right back, man. We'll get into a little bit more melt. I might throw the link out there, see who wants to jump in. So we'll see what's up with that. But, yeah, just hang on for let's see. We'll do this one in about 4 minutes, 46 seconds. Be right back. Brick Love, one love to you and yours. Melted Red Brick University. Like, share, and subscribe. Smash that like button. Melt that like button. Pass this shit on. Puff, puff, pass on it. It is I, Fervent Heat, breaking down the melt with the Eagle Eye crew today up in Melted Red Brick University homepage, going through the evidence from all you beautiful souls posting it up there. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, we're going to get back into the melt, fam. I'm going to do this real quick. Just a second. Here you go, a little gift from Spartan Red. If you want to jump on in here, there it is right there. No time limit. We'll go as long as we do. But yeah, if you want to jump in, Johnny, if you're on the road, man, that's cool. I get it. Just pay attention to what you're doing, dude. Don't get in any wrecks or nothing. Anybody else want to jump in? Feel free. I'm right here. And there's the link. So I'm going to get into a little bit more stuff. I'm going to get into some stuff that I've got. We might jump back into the page. If you come up in here, we might break down your evidence. Depends on what you want to do, fam. It depends on what you want to do. So here we go. Just a few things. And I'll listen for you to come in backstage. I'll have to jump back out and click you in, but we'll get it going on here. And here's just a few bits and bops that I kind of grabbed recently. I'm going to go from here. And here's a little close-up shot of a renditioning in the melt. And I know it's a black and white, it's an older pic, but I'm just showing you the expansion, the details of the cosmetics, the artistic makeup of this expanded piece right here. You can still pick it out. With all the melt around it, you can still pick out the details of the renditioning. Older pick, a little grainy, but older pick. I popped it a bit. You can still pick out the details of the renditioning. See this rendition right here? That's a flower. See this renditioning right here? That's a melted flower. Older pick. Young man inside of this arch. Can see it. You can see it. And this is 1800 photo right here. This is out of the 1800s, late 1800s, somewhere in the realm. Another older pic, you can tell by the attire. I think this is the 40s, 30s or 40s. A little bit grainy of a pic, but you can still pick out the detail of what was on the melt, part of the melt, and in the melt. Again, man. And to these people, they're walking on the side of a mountain. Not a care in their, not a thought in their mind other than what their day is going to go, whatever they're thinking about. They're not thinking about this. They're not even looking at this. They see it with their eyes, but they're not. Their mind is not picking it up. And that is so common throughout this whole realm. We walk on it. We visit it. We pay money to take vacations to it. We find it out in our own backyards and our own fields and pastures, man. We find it in hiking trips up in the higher elevations and to the lower elevations. We find it scuba diving. We find it deep sea diving. We find the evidence everywhere. And we mean evidence because that's exactly what it is. We're looking at a building sinking down into itself. See? See? We can still see the C14 in the structure. We can see the crystallization going on. Our color differentials happening in here. Another older pic, but still, you can see it. This is supposed to be a mountain. This is the same pic, them walking down. Different pic, though. Check it out. Same people, different angle. See, they're just standing there, but look what they're on. It goes all the way up. Melted structure, disintegrated structure. There's the evidence. There's the block. There's the walls. There it is, man. What are they standing on? Oh, going to back out real quick here, see who's here. Just a second. Johnny Cool.
Hey, Dino, how's it going, man? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, man, we can see you and hear you just fine, man. You're in your car.
I just got my phone today, so don't have the headset or nothing. So, but yeah, I just wanted to check in with you and tell you you're doing a great job. So.
Oh, well, thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. And be safe, but I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I won't stay on too long. I just wanted to check it out and see if I could do it this way.
Oh, well, excellent, excellent.
Okay.
Can you see the chat at all?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's all good. You're driving. You need to pay attention to what you're doing.
I got this little tiny screen here, Dino.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see the chat. Okay.
Well, don't get in a wreck, but if you want to pay attention to the chat, make any comments you want to. I hope that I'm coming clear on my evidence.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question.
Excellent. Excellent. Good to see you, LV. LVK in the nest. Good to see you. All right. Well, thanks for being here, Johnny Cool. I'm going to hop back into some evidence. Cool?
Yeah. That's cool.
Just going to go through a few things here, check things out. See, I did that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay. Here we are. And we were at this one. I reversed this, if you can see real quick. There we are. There's the people. We just broke this down. So this is a mountain, but then we see structure. Okay. And they're going to tell us now, oh, well, this was built in this Byzantine Empire or this fucking this time in history, Iron Age or Bronze Age, or the Egyptians or the fucking Romans did it. Well, they did. They built this and then said, fuck it, we can't do nothing here, so we're going to come up here and build this now. And we're going to just leave the rest alone and then put this in here. And then as we go up, the same thing. It doesn't make sense, does it, Johnny? Where were we? Right here. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to turn on a little background music. Looks like Johnny Cool blinked out on us. Hopefully you'll be back, Johnny. I'm going to put a little background music on. Hope that's not too loud. There we go. Yeah, Johnny, you went black screen on me. I see you're up here still, but you're gone. Yeah, there you went. Well, be safe, Johnny. Thank you for the attempt, brother. If you get a chance to pull over or take a break, you want to join in, that's cool. I know your signal's probably, you're traveling, so it's going to alter a bit, I guess, and affect you coming in. But Brick Love, brother, thank you for that. Johnny, don't quit. Here you come. You're back, brother.
This phone had I don't want to mess up the stream. They know,
Oh, you're not messing up nothing, man. Hang in there as long as you can. If I don't hear you, I'll figure you bleaked out again.
Right.
If I hear you come back in, I'll get you right back up.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
All the geology stuff, just nonsense. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. Absolutely.
None of it makes sense at all.
These are some that I just screenshotted for our stream. These are a few things that I popped in on. And some of you have seen these before, some of you haven't. But again, man, we look at this one right here, and I hope this is coming up okay. We see all the trees, the different colors of the trees, and then we see all this stuff sticking out. This stuff sticking out, melted structure. And what I'm seeing here is, first and foremost, this dog turd looking one sticking up right here is connected with this back here. See it? This is in line. This is in line with this. Now I'm seeing this over here. And we can see it coming up. We can see its brick. We can see its structure. We can see it's melted. And we can see that this one is in the foreground, which brings it closer. This one is in the background, which brings it further away from us. So what I'm seeing here is this one has dropped down. This whole chunk right in here, I think, was part of this over here. X factor, imploding, sinking down, breaking apart, shifting right into here. We got the same height comparatively on these pieces, and we have the same heat damage. The same heat damage on these two pieces right here. If we look at the bottom right here, see the bottom right here? We can see the brick in it. And we can see the same over here. As we go up this thing, it looks a lot like going up this thing. So in my opinion, I think this right here was connected, these front pieces right here, and the X factor happened, and this piece separated and sank down into itself right there, and everything else around it imploding around it as well. There you are, Johnny. We got you.
if I try to go to the chat, it just shuts down.
Oh, no problem, man. I got the chat on my phone, so I'll glance down here and there. But you just sit back and enjoy, Johnny, and comment whenever you want, brother.
Will do.
Just get back to where I was. Okay. It was right here. We just broke this one down, Johnny. I don't know if you saw it or not. You still with me?
Yes.
Yeah, I was saying how I believe that this foreground piece and this piece on the left over here was part of the same part of the structure. Breaking apart, sinking down.
Looks like it, Yeah.
Yeah.
Logical.
Yeah, man. It's out there in the sticks somewhere. And we can see the trees going vertically. They're growing up as they should. And we see this aperture on his side right here.
Yeah. It's all falling over. Yeah, the trees are always so young on top of these. Yeah.
Further away shot of the same thing, same pick.
Yeah.
Got the lines going in this way, and then this aperture with the straight line going this way, and the rest going this way, sinking down into itself.
Yeah. It's collapsing.
You know, I like going into these kind of pics. This is World War I footage right here. This is Stalingrad, I think, part of Stalingrad. And you know, the evidence here, you know, it's wartime footage, but look at the brick, look at the structure. We know what it is.
Yeah, obvious.
Again, this is early 1900s right here. Go ahead, Johnny.
I'm just saying it's pretty obvious when you can see it, you know?
Yeah.
See it? Hard.
You're getting a little jumpy, Johnny. You're broken up a bit.
Dry, you know?
Right.
I'm saying you have to be able to trust your eyes, you know?
Yes. Well, opening your mind will help your eyes adjust.
Absolutely.
Most people will just see a nice scenic shot right here, but we know what we're looking at. We can break it down even. Structure. Behind it. Structure.
Yeah.
Everywhere here is brick. Everywhere here is structure.
True.
The shell here, the expansion, scorching out, sinking down into itself, all the way down. expansion, brick lines, structure, C14, going block, fused together, expansion, buoyancy, density, disintegration, pulverization, crystallization, cuberting. It's all here. Aperture down here, massive one. Expansion coming from the inside out, right underneath the waterfall. We see it. Sinking down onto itself, expanding out into itself. On a massive fucking scale. My God, that's huge. And I can see right here as we're coming up right here, we're just looking at the disintegration of the internals and pulverizing down onto itself. I'm just going to do this here. In the melt flow. That's what we're looking at. This is all massive melt flow. We can see it tearing down. Level, 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 level. Just like we see in other parts of the realm, this terracing effect. It's the implosion. It's the implosion. This was all higher. X factor, bam, sinks down. Terracing, 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 terracing. You can see it. See these levels right here? All sinking down. Level after level. Same pick, but this caught my eye right here. All of this right here, where I'm circling. I'm seeing definition of the structure. Coming up, a piece of it here, and then something right here. Caught my eye. And it caught my eye because of the color differentials in here. It looks like you're seeing the expansion of the structure band right here, right before it goes into itself, into the melt down here, into the sink, and you can see how it splays out a bit. You got structure, 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 and I wouldn't be surprised if I'm picking out some kind of renditioning going on in this too. This looks very strange right in here to me. And then this piece right here. It almost looks like renditioning. But that's just me. Another shot of the melt. Showing this massive structure sinking down into itself and flowing. You can see the flow of the melt. You can see this big chunk exposed right here. Scorching, expansion. You can see it, the water flowing over. You can see the expansion in here. And then we look up here, man. The water's coming in right here. And as we go to the right, you can see this thing disappear into the melt. Melting on top of itself, which is right here. This is just part of the massive structure, separating and sinking. Out there in the melt flow of this massive structure behind it right there. And again, the terracing, you can see level and then expansion, chunks, level chunks, sinking down, lost in the melt flow. Another spot out there in the realm. Color differentials caught my eye. Carbon 14 structure wall going all the way up. All of this. Again, sinking down, imploding, man. A little bit grainy shot there. Here's a nice little kind of like aerial view, might be a drone view looking down onto this mountainside right here, but it gives us a nice little glimpse down in here. And again, we can see melted structure. We've seen it so much. Chunks in the melt. Top of the building here, sinking down into itself. All of it part of this down here. Everything is this. Everything here is the same structure. We can see a wall piece shooting off this way. Look at this over here. See this line that comes out this way into the grass or into the vegetation? The structure continues on. All part of the landscape. All this melted structure is just one big fucking landscape now of melted brick. All the way back. All the way back. And this is just the top. This is just a fraction of what it's attached to. Because we see it goes back here as well. Same pit, different angle. Exposing the melt flow in front of it. Chunks of structure right there. Disintegrated out in the melt flow. High elevation pick. Again, at the top here, we're looking down. See how vast it is out there. You can see how high up we are right here. We got right angle melt right there. building, structure, block. All of it. Building, all of it. Building. Splaying out down into itself. I know, man, it's big. It's hard to wrap your head around, man, but it's the evidence. Again, it's the evidence. Renditioning, moldings, all throughout the realm. Just sticking up, just laying out there. Famous spot. We all know where this is. We all know what these are. And everybody pays attention to this right here. But nobody's paying attention to this right here. Nobody's paying attention to this shit down here. They're all looking at all this up top, which is incredible, most definitely. But it's only attached to what's below it. And what's below it? Structure, melt, expansion. The same shit we see everywhere. So what the fuck are these? Well, these are only it's on top of whatever this is. This is all the same fucking thing. All of it is connected. Even down here where they have a golf course now, because this is what this is down here. It's now a golf course. And you go to many, many of these golf courses and you'll see it's melted structure. It's what it's sitting on top of. Melted building. See? Older pick of the realm, early 1800s, middle 1800s, wherever this was before the 1900s, wherever this is in Europe, I think somewhere. This is a very early photograph, and I kind of popped it for color a little bit just to give us a little street view here of what this place looked like at one time. And it's still X-factored as fuck. It's just this is one of the earliest pics of the melt. And we can see the structures in it, melted just like they are today. But a lot of this shit is gone. I don't know if this obelisk is still standing. Why is that there? Look at the structures behind it. Old world. Look at that. Undeniable. Melt. And this is 1800s. The beginning stages of what we know as photography. Okay? A nice little pic here. And this shows right here. This is just the bottom of this right here. Okay? This is another pocket of survival of old world tech. And again, we can see it's an older pic. This looks like what? Maybe 20s or 30s. This mobile right here, whatever this is, looks, around that era. So let's say this is the 40s. Let's just give it the benefit of the doubt and say this is in the 40s. Still, do you know the logistics to create this right here? Now they got their little tech on top up here and they've refurbished and doing what they're doing. But do you know how big this is? This is huge. The logistics to do this in that day, are you kidding me? And then we have this right here at the bottom. Look, here's your little spillway, but what's all this below? This is all building. This is all structure. Look at the lines cutting through here. How did they do that? This just transitions right into the melt. This is old world tech. Again, they're taking credit for it. How did they do it back in that day with these little pieces of earth moving that they had compared to today? The little bulldozers and shit. This, they say they poured this bullshit. You know how big that is? You know how long that would take? You know how much scaffolding and prep work has to be done to create that right there? Not alone letting the fucking the cement, if they're claiming it to be that, to cure. And we got wars going on in this time frame. World War I, World War II, the conflicts in between, the depression and the economic collapse is happening back then in that day. And they had time to do that? Get the fuck out of here. Another older pic. 50s maybe, 40s maybe, I'm not sure. But again, nobody's paying attention to what they're fucking setting on. She might be. She's looking at it like, how the fuck did that happen? This guy's thinking, am I going to get laid tonight? These people over here are going, look, we're up here. They're on the melt, man. See? Again, here's your megalithic blocks. Big mystery. How were they formed? Well, we're showing you right there. We're showing you right there. Expanded, melted. You can see the straight edge of the structure there and the expansion going on around it, turning these viscous, these blocks. Look how viscous these are. Look how hot them fuckers were. You can see the expansion. You can see the air escaping. Look, it's right there, man. You can see that it's building, its structure. It's not a natural. There's nothing natural. It's all in the melt. We know this to be true. Or do we? Can we see it? Or we just like the selfies while we're sitting on it? Mesa Melt, there you are, brother. We've all seen it. See the arch feature get lost? Sinking down into the melt. The rest of the structure is gone. Chunks of it laying out here. Whatever was on top, this could have been a column blimp. Just a chunk, just a remnant laying on top of the melt. A support piece for a once existing massive structure right in front of us, right there. What's that? See this chunk sinking down right here? Look at the gap right here. There's space between this piece and this piece right here. Look at that. This sank down. This sank down. This in the back sank down into itself. Just down into itself. Fucking hell. Just incredible. I like going through the YouTubes and stuff and just seeing who's posting what. And this lady right here has such a beautiful voice, just a beautiful voice. But what she's walking through is just incredible. And she's standing in front of a chunk of it now, part of a structure. And you can see it, aperture, expansion, ballooning in the middle, structure up top. There's a window. There's an aperture up top. You can see this is structure, and she's standing in front of it. Little close-up shot of it. Walking through, doing her beautiful video, but what she's walking through once again, and I think this is, I'm not sure where this is at. I think she's from Ireland. This might be the Highlands, I think, in Ireland. But she does videos all over the place, but I think this specific one is Ireland. But again, she's walking into melted structures. What a beautiful backdrop for her wonderful videos. All melted structures she's walking into over here. Even through the foliage, we can pick out the melt. It's very easy. It's everything. We know it. Melted buildings all the way up. Vegetation growing out of it. Let me see what we got here. Older pick. Chunk in the melt. Again, everything that's all refurbished, all these new roads, all these new bridges, all this shit, all this stuff they refurbished up top here, everything is foundationed on the old world. The old world melt. Everything is. No matter what religion you want to put on it, that doesn't matter. That is irrelevant. The evidence is what's relevant. At the water's edge right here, massive structure, aperture sinking down into the melt. You can see the C14. You can see the ghosted out apertures happening. You can pick it out, fam. You can see it right here. See the expansion coming out? See how it's kind of flush? It went flush over here. Look at it. It's dropping down onto itself, but it rock curtained over the top right here. The top left a gap right here. See it? Coming down, boom. Squishing everything down below it. All of this connected. Where's the rest of it? Why does it look like this? When was this put here? Who put it there? All the same shit we keep asking. ghosting, crystallized, C14, red brick. Again, another piece. I believe this one in the foreground right here was much taller. I believe it was up here in line with these up here, and this sank down into the melts. We have the same kind of texture on the top of this one as we do right here. This one sank down into itself. This one sank down. All part of what was behind it over here. Again, how is fucking geology going to explain that? How is erosion going to do that? Come on now. Old world or old pics. Look at the column. Look at the ballooning going on in that. Older pic. Melted buildings right there. Sinking down into themselves right there. See? See, we're not making anything up, man. We're just showing you. This right here in the foreground melted out internals of this massive structure that was behind. Part of was behind. And I can say that because we do this right here, take a close up of it, come to the background up here, this hillside going up. And what we're looking at in this hillside going up is just these melted structures sinking down and flowing into themselves. Now, I know it's an older pic, but your trained eye can see it all the way up, structure. Parts of structure all the way up. Anyway, that's what my eyes see. Older pic, massive buildings, how they do that. See, older pic. And this building's here. How did they do that? And this has been here hundreds of years before these people. And all of this up here is just foundationed on all of this down here, because all of this down here is part of what is up top. And we can see it in the lines, in the walkway. It's all melt flow. Modern day pic, same place. Look. Again. How? Look at the expansion. Look at down below compared to up top. Older pick, chunk of a melted structure, just a fraction of it, with a guy standing right down here underneath through an aperture. This realm was found. It's quite clear by now. Older pick, these miners or whoever they are down inside the melt. And what I'm seeing here in all this right here in this expansion where this guy's looking at us here, look at the texture of this, what this guy's hitting. This guy's about ready to slam into this right here. And what I'm seeing is just a chunk of melted structure right there. And I think these guys know it too. I think these guys know what they're digging around at in here. Just a chunk of the structure exposed in the disintegration of the building collapsing right there. The rest is just rubble. Just rubble. You can even see the two guys up here standing in the melt. You know, very mysterious object here. Very mysterious luminary here. We all know what this is. Some say we've landed on it. That's what they want us to believe. I think it's a optical event. It's an optical observation in the luminaries. It's not a solid, it's an optical. Just clicking around here for a minute, fam. Going to jump back center, see if there's anybody backstage. Nope. I'm going to come center for a minute. See who's in the chat. See who's here. Mr. Beast Fan, Melanie, Curtis 47, Johnny Cool, the rest of the fam, the crew, Mesa Melt, Doug. There you are. We have Eli up in here, Zap Zap, brother. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. You know, I wanted to get this stream in today. I'm very tired myself, but I wanted to come into the nest and show some melt and be with you, fam. And I know you all got a beautiful day out there, hopefully. I know you got some more things to do through your day. And but I wanted to thank you. And Rick Love, One Love. And a big shout out to Spartan Red. I hope you're feeling better, brother. I hope to talk to you tonight. I'll hit you up in the morning if you don't hit me up tonight. But set your reminder for the Sunday Easy. I don't think it's posted yet, but we'll either be posting it up tonight or not. I'm not sure yet. So just be on the lookout for that. I appreciate you too. That's all right, Johnny Cool. Just as long as you're safe. And one love, and thank you for coming in, Johnny Cool. Thank you so much. Oh, we love him. We love him, that's for sure. We love you, Mel. Thank you, Curtis47. It's kind of a standard one today. Nothing special. I just wanted to go through the page, go through some of the stuff that I've got. I've got a couple things to do before I call it a night myself. But Brick Love, one love, everybody out there. I love you so much. And we'll see you soon. And I'll leave you with a little love from Spartan Red. See if I can find one we haven't seen for a bit. But love and be loved. We'll see you soon. A little gift from Spartan Red.